All right, I'm here with Kelly Miller, the Director of Philanthropy here at the Greater Lansing Food Bank. Now, Kelly, we have a lot of food here, all of this for $10.
Well, we have a huge purchasing power here at the food bank. We do a lot of buying in bulk, a lot of price shopping, price comparison. We look for sales too, right, on our bulk purchases. But really, we make a dollar stretch really far. In fact, $1 can actually provide about 3 meals.
Also, with COVID-19, a lot of people lost their jobs just with everything that was going on. So I know the Greater Lansing community, they really relied on the food bank. So how is your stock? What is that looking like at this moment?
Right, so we try to keep very well stocked through this whole pandemic. So many people needed the food bank for the first time ever. And so we always want people to know that when they're struggling, you're not going to make it to the end of the month, come to one of our partners, come to the food bank, and we'll make sure you have food on your table.
And I know a lot of people are looking to give back whenever they can, and they think, oh, I have some extra canned goods, I'll give it to the food bank. But really right now what you're looking for is those cash donations.
Yes. Well, canned goods are always great. Cash donations we can always make go just a little bit further.
Perfect. And just for this example, I'm glad you showed this to us for $10, but I'm actually going to head to the Capital City Market in Lansing, and we'll see how much I can make $10 stretch. I'm here at the Capital City Market now in Lansing. Now at the food bank, they were able to buy all this food for $10. Let's see what I can get for that price. One of the things that I did see is that they had some Ben's Original Jasmine rice and also Spanish style rice. That's $2.19. So we're already kind of up there. And I was surprised to see name brand items at the Greater Lansing Food Bank, but this is $3.39. All right, and now we're at the pasta aisle. This pasta is only $1.29, and I think it's the only thing I can get without going over. All right, I have my $10. Now let's see my damage. $7.77 and $9.06 actually, but still only for those 4 things, $9.06. The food bank was able to get a lot more food, and if you would like to donate to them, we'll have all the information that you need on our website at WLNS.com. Here for you in Lansing, Kira Lake, 6 News.
There was an assembly line inside the Greater Lansing Food Bank today, as dozens of Jackson volunteers worked to pack nearly 3,000 food kits for people and kids in need.
We're looking for the communities in our area that are currently underserved, and we know there's a lot of them that have barriers to getting to food pantries or seniors that can't get transportation to get food.
They called today a food packing blitz, where every bag made today will go to areas across mid-Michigan. It's just another way the food bank is staying creative to meet the growing need, adding, working through a pandemic has been
a labor of love, I will say. It's been hard and it's been challenging, but at the same time, it's been incredibly fulfilling seeing the fact that everything that we've done has worked, and we've prevented so many people from going hungry or even facing hunger.
They're also doing it in a brand new space, thanks to a financial company called Jackson, which gave nearly $1 million to help expand the food bank's inventory. For volunteers like Brian Warner, they hope it helps the families who need it right now.
I'm hoping that it helps folks in the community, that they really appreciate the donations. There's such a wide range of things that I've seen in all of these different buckets, so I'm hoping that they appreciate what's here and it inspires other people to volunteer too.
The food bank says as the pandemic continues, they're looking for more volunteers. If you're interested in getting involved, head over to our Scene on 6 section on WLNS.com. Here for you in Lansing, Luke Snyder, 6 News.
Thousands of people volunteer at the Greater Lansing Food Bank every year. Nancy Selby is one of them.
You see these cars, about 200 or 300 of them, line up, filled with 2 or 3 families, all kinds, all sizes, just desperate for food.
Selby says knowing that people in her community struggle with getting food made her want to help.
I think what really influenced me to get started, I've been here a year, is when I saw the horrendously long lines on television in various cities where hundreds of cars were lined up.
Michelle Lance is the CEO of the Greater Lansing Food Bank. She says volunteers are always needed to do things like filling up boxes and bags with canned goods, vegetables, and fruit. They also need people to distribute the food. Lance says if you can't volunteer your time, there are other ways to help.
Donations are a critical part of our work, and it's not only donations of money, but it's also donations of food. So around 40% of the food that we have here at the warehouse right now is donated food. People from churches, people from neighborhood groups, social groups, service groups. You can put on food drives and gather food up and bring it to the food bank, and we will redistribute that out to neighbors who are in need.
Lance says hunger is a bigger problem than people think.
Just make sure that you're talking to your neighbors and your friends. If there's somebody in need, you can make a call on their behalf and find out where they could find food.
As for Selby, she volunteers 2 hours a week and encourages others to do the same, to give back and make an effort to end hunger.
Just sign up for a shift and see how you like it. It is a minor commitment. Try it out.
Here for you in Lansing, Asha Patel, 6 News.
Something as simple as this can be so hard for so many people to get during the tough times of the pandemic.
It was a sense of relief coming here.
Sharon Boyd lives in Lansing. When the pandemic hit, she was forced to leave her job due to health conditions. That made it hard to bring food home. During this tough time, Boyd discovered LMTS Community Outreach Services, a nonprofit that offers a free food pantry.
One of my friends was saying that you get free groceries here. It's been such a hard time during the pandemic. I have more groceries than I've ever had probably in my entire life.
Because of COVID, we've been committed to keeping our doors open. Because of our doors being open, we're seeing more families, not just our typical families, if you will, but we have a high international concentration.
Joshua Gillespie is the director of LMTS Community Outreach Services and says COVID has tremendously impacted their food pantry. This year, it's helped cover nearly 700 units a month.
That's impacting almost 2,000 people a month. And we say units because it's not always, some families come more than once.
How it works? It's set up like a grocery store. It carries almost every necessity: canned goods, hygiene products, meat and poultry, milk, and even eggs. It's through a partnership with Meyer Panera Bread and the Greater Lansing Food Bank.
If they can get food from a food pantry or one of our mobile food distributions, then they can save the dollars that they are getting through stimulus.
Michelle Lance is the CEO of the Greater Lansing Food Bank. In its annual report, they found people impacted by food insecurity increased by 24%. Although times are tough,
people were extremely generous. Retailers were generous in donating foods to us. We also had a lot of food that came in through government programs that we were able to redistribute out to the community.
The Greater Lansing Food Bank's report also says to meet the need, it must double the amount of food to the community by 2025. It hopes to do this with important partnerships.
No one wants to be at a food pantry. So when they come in, we make sure that we're smiling. We make sure that they know that we're glad to see them.
LMTS continues to restock all their shelves every Friday. And with the pandemic leering, they say they will not give up on their fight against hunger. Here for you in Lansing, Samana Sheikh, 6 News.
Sparrow nurses say 1 in 5 women across the country don't have access to affordable healthy food.
As providers, we assume when we tell moms to eat nutritious diet that they know what that means, as well as they have availability or access to the food. So we're going to help a little bit in that as much as we can to combat this.
And they're doing this through the new Mom Food Insecurity Program.
It is very important because it impacts not only the pregnant woman, but her family. If she doesn't know how to cook or doesn't know a nutritional diet, how can she teach her family and her children?
And the only requirement,
a mom just has to tell us that she needs food for her family, no questions asked. We'll give them a phone number and we'll get it started.
Each family will be given a cookbook, crock pot, and healthy food from the Lansing Food Bank. The amount will vary based on family size.
Time is of essence, so if you can just throw everything in a crock pot and have a nice nutritious meal for your family. We're hoping if we can combat that at any point in a lifetime, it will last for generations to come.
They hope to expand the program to the entire community, but the next step?
Patients with chronic illnesses such as hypertension and diabetes will be our start. Their diet is such impactful to their disease processes.
If you're a pregnant mother interested in this program, you can contact a Sparrow OBGYN or visit our website, WLNS.com, for more information. Here for you in Lansing, Yamari Sase, 6 News.
Well, this morning, 6 News is kicking off our 14th annual Day of Giving to collect donations and spread awareness about the hunger problems in our community.
And all day, 6 News will be collecting food and money at 2 locations to benefit the Greater Lansing Food Bank and the South Michigan Food Bank. So joining us now live from outside the WLNS studio right now is 6 News reporter Michael Thomas.
He's here for us with how you can help out this morning. Good morning, Michael.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. That's right. You know, this day is really all about us giving back, and it's kind of just one more way that we're here for you. I'm joined this morning by Michael. He is one of the marketing directors for the Greater Lansing Food Bank. How are you this morning? And thank you so much for showing up so early.
We're doing fantastic. We're happy to be out here. It's an exciting day for us.
Now, this is our 14th annual one that we've done here at WLNS, and every year we normally gather about a couple $1,000s and a ton of different food. And when I say ton, I mean literally pounds of tons.
Right.
Tell us a little bit more about how that impacts this community here.
Well, during the holidays, especially during this time of year, more people are turning to food banks for getting food donations and such. So the necessary impact to have people come out and fund and drop off food for us is just so grateful that we were able to do it here.
Now, I know normally during the holidays people give back, whether it be a couple of dollars, and you can also donate online, everybody, at WLNS.com, or if you drive through here this morning, we're at 2 locations, right here in Lansing at WLNS Studios off of Saginaw, and then we're also at the intersection of look at me not even realizing, of Cortland and MLK down in Jackson. You can donate over there as well. Again, you can donate a few dollars. They will have a bucket out, and you can also donate the food. Now, again, as I mentioned, during the holidays, everybody donates as much as they can, but you kind of really need all of that, you know, community-driven thing the entire year long, correct? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so food insecurity doesn't go away after the holidays. So the need is even more great after the holidays are through, going into the summer and stuff. So, I mean, you can give back your time along with the money and the food. So there's certain other ways to do if you don't have, you know, the ability to do it one way or another.
Got it. Well, thank you so much. And earlier today, when I walked out, we actually already have a bag of food. I'm not sure who it's from, but thank you so much. We appreciate that. Again, we'll be here all day. We'll be doing these live shots throughout our show, and it's really just one more way that we're here for you. And we really do just want to give back this holiday season, so hopefully you can help us. Again, links are on our website at WLNS.com, and we're here in Lansing and down in Jackson all day. Live this morning in Lansing, Michael Thomas, 6 News.
Throughout today, 6 News will be collecting food and money at 2 locations to benefit the Greater Lansing Food Bank and the South Michigan Food Bank. So joining us now live from right side our WLNS studio is 6 News reporter Josh Sanchez. Josh, how's it going out there?
We are out here in front of the studio taking in donations all day, and as you can see behind me, we have a truck with the Greater Lansing Food Bank, and it looks like we are pretty much over halfway full. So Zach here with the food bank is here to talk a little bit more about the Day of Giving. Now, are we going to need a second truck with all these donations coming in?
Yeah, we already have a driver on his way to kind of replace his truck, so that way we can keep on collecting throughout the rest of the day.
All right, excellent. So we are out here, like I said, all day today. You can stop by and make food donations as well as cash donations to the Greater Lansing Food Bank. And you can also make donations online from the comfort of your home over at WLNS.com. Now, we also have the Day of Giving down in Jackson as well. So let's take a look at how things are going down there in Jackson with our Luke Snyder. How's it going, Luke?
Hey, thanks, Josh. Yeah, we're down here in downtown Jackson today. We're just across the street from where the Consumers Energy Building is, as well as down the street from the Jackson Coffee Company. And we've had a good day so far. It started slow, but starting to pick up. And we're here with our friends once again with the South Michigan Food Bank. I'm here with Summer. Summer, it's been such a crazy past 2 years. What has the last year been like for you guys?
We are distributing about 60% more food than we were pre-pandemic. We're purchasing about $1 million more in food this year than we were last year. That's just because supply chain issues and costs rising. So again, 60% more food than pre-pandemic.
And we'll be down here until about 6 p.m. We're taking non-perishable items, but we're also taking monetary donations as well. And Summer, sometimes that can go a lot further than just getting regular donations, correct?
Yeah, so every dollar donated, we're able to provide 6 meals for families around South Michigan. We have really strong partnerships with farmers and local businesses here where we're able to reinvest in the community and buy in bulk for a lower cost.
And for every dollar that you guys do spend, that does help 6 families get a meal this holiday season. And once again, we'll be down here around until around about 6 p.m. Here for you live in Jackson, Luke Snyder, 6 News.